When things are going good for you, trust me, the enemy do things to try to distract you and steal your joy to knock you off your pivot. Life can throw you crazy things that you don't know or understand. Just stay focused and lean not on your own understanding. It will all work out. Jax, who do you think tweeted that?
I'm like, that sounds like solid advice. I don't know who, Lane Kiffin or something. I don't know who was it. I can't see who tweeted that.
My bad, brother. No, wait. You know, the first comment I saw, it was a nigga from one of them communities talking about.
Oh no.
So who is your enemy? What do you mean by enemy? They picking apart this nigga's thing.
Desi Banks, there's nothing he can. That just goes to show people need to watch. Like, really keep a close eye on who they're taking money from, because now he's getting attacked from all sides. There's nothing he can do.
Bro, he is so fucking stressed.
I get it.
I've never seen a nigga so stressed in my life. Oh, man. Oh my god.
Like, I don't even know what he can do at the. Is there? I don't know if there's anything he can do. To be honest with you,
it's getting crazy. It is getting crazy. I've been and then I saw the tweet that you said of him like recording himself at the courthouse.
Yeah. The thing I hate that it's so funny because you know he's going through it. But that shit is so funny. It's so funny.
Like, it's bad, bro.
It'd be like,
there was one guy that was like, Desi, you received journalistic queries in September 2025 about your LLC being used to service recruitment ads for the Mossad via Google. Why did you not respond to them when the story first broke? Now, in Desi's defense, as a nigga that has missed tons of emails for this podcast, I cannot even just go crazy on the nigga. Nigga, we missed like 3 opportunities of niggas trying to join this pod. So low key. But
also another thing to add on to it, like, not to insult Desi Banks' intelligence or anything like that, but do you think he knows what Mossad is, nigga? Like,
there's a big.
He probably knows now. He probably knows now, but before, no, he didn't know what that was.
He was like, this, like, it's literally like 3 paragraphs of this nigga under his comments. He's like an actual like journalist. Like, he's an actual journalist that like be on the Mossad, like be trying to like do all this Mossad shit. Desi's response: Max, whoever you is, I haven't received shit this long ass message you sent. You may be a part of the problem trying to get clout. You work with them folks and I Googled you too. I don't know how my LLC got involved. I don't know. In caps, I don't know. If you so smart and know Google, how about you see who card was on file? You got to pay for ads, right? Or an amount or whatever. It was connect the emails. You will find the real person. How about you do this or ask them? But trust me, time will tell. I just can't believe this is happening to me right now. When I tell you this nigga is stressed, bro, I'm trying to tell you, this is funnier than any skit that he done had in the last 2 years.
Yeah, maybe
it's not even supposed to be funny.
Maybe longer than 2 years because it's been a minute since it was funny.
I'm being so generous right now. Oh God. It's not looking good, bro. I hope he comes out on top.
Yeah,
any common sense nigga knows I don't think it's Desi, but you gonna have to fight back harder than this, though. I'm not gonna lie. Saying I don't know to niggas is just not gonna
work. It's not gonna work. But it is what it is, man.
And when he finally in the clear, watch him make a skit about it and not be funny. That's what I'm really afraid of.
Who's gonna make? I want to know who's. Well, no, nobody's gonna make a skit about it. Never mind, because it's sort of difficult.
Yeah, no.
Never. Let's start. Let's continue.
Yeah, right on time, baby. Man, welcome back to another episode of the Play for Keys podcast, the only podcast that doesn't do ads. Know what I mean?
We've done one.
What's that?
Two.
What's the shit? Alpha?
No, they're not
Alpha
paying us
Red or some
anymore.
shit?
They're not paying us anymore. It doesn't matter.
Hey, man, look. Doesn't matter. Hey, but did I read all the fine print? Hell no. Now, if them niggas decide to come up and say, hey, you were supporting this on your pod. Whoa. It was one episode. One episode. Didn't know much about it. We don't even have this app in that country, in this country. The Australian app.
Yeah.
Australian app. Shout out to the guys though. Shout out to the guys. This is a podcast for casuals. If you are a casual, this is the show for you. We have a lot lined up for us today.
Literally.
So much has happened since we've last potted. Good and bad. But let's start with the most recent.
We do not care.
We do not care. Shout out to the most recently retired Mike Tomlin. It's different knowing that he's not here. I'm on the field. He's still alive, y'all.
I was finished. This sounds a little odd, but
First thing we have, there's some controversy with LeBron James's MLK shoes. He dropped some MLK shoes. I forgot the name. I think it was called Honor the King. People had an issue with it because it was the same colorway as the motel that Dr. King was assassinated at. It was, I'm gonna be honest with you. At first glance, when it first dropped, I didn't do any deep research on it. I was like, okay, bet. I mean, honestly, this is the first shoe that looked decent from LeBron in a while. I wasn't really like too tapped in, but boy, bad niggas say, LeBron, you missed this mark super bad. And I was just like, okay. I didn't know if you had any thoughts on it, Jax. I was like, I see certain sides on it. I just think initially that's not where I went with it. I think I just like, okay, this is LeBron James shoes. This nigga drops an MLK. The nigga drops MLK shoes every year. Like I didn't really see the issue, but I can understand, I guess.
I get why people are upset because it's in like the colorway of the Lorraine Motel, which is where Dr. King was, assassinated. And people are like the argument is that it's sort of minimizing Dr. King's legacy by it's minimizing it by just having the shoe in that colorway, I guess. And I sort of get that argument because you're sort of trivializing some of the when you make something like a big event like that and trivialize it. Oh, this is a shoe with the colorway of the hotel or motel and blah blah blah. It's sort of making it seem a little bit less important, but that. And so I guess if you think about it a little more, it's in poor taste, but I doubt LeBron was necessarily thinking about that. And do they even consult him on every single shoe choice colorway? I don't know if they do. And maybe he just saw it and was like, oh, I think the color is nice and blah, blah, blah. He probably even put the motel thing 2 and 2 together until the shoe actually came out. And you know how the shoe come out that Nike give a little description of it and everything. So he probably didn't even really know about it until then. I get it why people are upset. It's in poor taste, but I don't hate LeBron for it or nothing like that. It's just, yeah. And besides, LeBron, shoes are ugly anyway. It's been years since they've been nice looking, so who cares?
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I wasn't really checking for LeBron shoes like that anyway. I hate when a nigga try to call you twice. I missed the first one for a reason, brother. Just leave the voicemail, listen to the text. But, yeah, I think bottom line, there's only a certain amount of, I see a certain age demographic that has an issue with it. It's been very consistent. Anybody in their 30, late 30s, early 40s, they've been a little bit more consistent about how they feel about this. People keep bringing up the motel is actually a museum now, so they started bringing up stuff that's from the gift shop of the museum. Oh, y'all hate these bronze shoes, but y'all wearing this motel hoodie that got the Lorraine Motel hoodie on it.
I think the hoodie's bad too. I'm not gonna. I think the hoodie's bad.
Look, it goes back to our Shannon Sharp Leonardo DiCaprio thing. Hey, it's all bad.
Yeah,
I don't like that shit either. Nigga.
Pretty bad. The motel, it could be a museum. I'm fine with that, but selling merch, Lorraine, it's a little. It's a little too much. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like the hoodie either, but whatever.
And who rocking like who really rocking it though? You know what I mean?
Is it like I'm not?
Like you can't get
I
that
don't think
fit
I
off
want to
for
step
real.
out in a Lorraine Motel like merch hoodie. I don't. No, thank you.
Yeah, especially if it's, and I especially don't want mad people wearing it, and I know they're gonna be committing devious activities with that hoodie on.
Yeah,
Like, and I know you're not living right already. You think I want you to put a historical artifact on your chest? Oh,
exactly. So
nigga. Oh, anyway.
We do not care.
Next we have a Duke quarterback getting sued. Jax, you have way more information than I do
yeah,
about this, but yeah.
Darian Mensah, he's a quarterback that last played for Duke. He was on Duke's team last year. He came to Duke from Tulane and everything like that. Pretty like, I guess good for a college quarterback because he's making NIL money. But now he's getting sued by Duke University because they signed him to an NIL deal. I could have this number wrong, so like if I'm wrong, my fault. But I'm pretty sure they signed him to like I'm pretty sure Duke signed him to a 4-year like NIL deal or whatever, or not 4 year, but a $4 million NIL deal. And so everything was cool with that. And then he was like, you know what? I want to transfer still. So he put his name back in the transfer portal this offseason, despite like maybe a month ago signing that NIL letter with Duke. And it's alleged he's trying to transfer to Miami. And since he already signed the NIL deal and everything, Duke's like, no, you can't transfer. So boom, now they're suing him. And it's sort of like the same thing as we talked about, I want to say last week, with the quarterback from Washington, except in the quarterback from Washington, his situation, he was going to transfer. Then he started getting sued, and he was like, you know what, it's not worth it. But this Darian Mensah, he hasn't taken back his. He's still trying to transfer. He's still trying to leave. So that's why Duke is suing him. And I don't think it's going to work out for him because now he's been blocked from transferring until at least February 2nd. So it's a lot going on, and this is Duke, so they got like actual factual lawyers and everything because it's one of them type of schools. We'll see, Darian. I feel like me personally, I would just stay at Duke because they already signed me to like $1 million deal. But hey, whatever floats your boat.
I wonder what goes into like somebody already having some mad money and then all of a sudden just jumping ship and trying to go somewhere else, even though they've already signed. Like I'm trying to figure out
Somebody offered them more. That's why they're like,
yeah,
what?
I know somebody offered them more, but like in my mind, I always thought in the grand scheme of things, like when you're dealing with this amount of money, I felt like, okay, well, obviously they're not making these decisions by themselves. In my mind, I thought, okay, this not like no nigga just making all these decisions by himself with no kind of counseling or whatever, or no, I'm not saying everybody has a lawyer, but I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, if you're dealing with millions of dollars, normally I would have like a lawyer with me or somebody of trust
A lot
besides
of them
my
don't.
parents.
A lot of them have or a lot of them don't have lawyers. A lot of them I know has had like, that uncle character that, I really wish I remembered too because I was reading last night. It was another situation similar to this with another NCAA player. I think it was I think it's Jordan Seaton, that lineman that went to Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to transfer or he's still deciding between schools. And one of the schools, I think his uncle wants him to go to is Oregon because Oregon paid his uncle the most money. But he also wants to go. There's like 2 schools dueling it out for him. So it's just like situation like that is going to keep happening because they're like, oh no, such and such paid my family member, so they want me to go here, even though I really want to go to this school. So it's not like it's going to keep happening until NIL gets under control. But who knows when that's going to be.
If I had a child, I would, and they're making this kind of money already in college, I would have just paid the 3% in like getting proper representation, so we know what the fuck we're doing. Ideally, I would want my son to start and finish where he originally committed to, but that's I understand how life can get, but at this point, I'm just like, yo, nigga, I'm not trying to get sued by no university, nigga.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be honest with you. All this stuff paying me for what? But yeah, I hope everything works out for the nigga. I hope so. You need to just stay. You just need to stay where he at.
Yeah, I'm like, they're already getting a couple million with Duke. Just chill, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Like you signed with Duke for a reason. If you cared about winning, you wouldn't have gone there.
Yeah, so
So obviously, just go get the bag. I don't know.
and then transfer
I
the
I
next
don't know.
season.
I guess maybe these NIL contract, maybe these contracts and stuff, are they by the year? Are they like by forward? Like is it like a 2-year thing, 4-year thing, a
I
yearly
mean,
thing?
no, it's just there's no way to enforce NIL contracts. So like a player can just up in the middle of the season, a player could be like, you know what, I want some more money, and go to the coach and be like, hey, give me more money, like because there's nothing enforcing them. So they
Right.
can change it how whenever and however they want if a player is
Yeah.
so inclined to do so.
Yeah, but on the flip side, it's like, okay, they can always say, well, nigga, you signed this contract. Okay, well, I signed it at 18. Well, nigga, I'm 20. I'm 21 now. Are we going on like the contract I signed was it for the duration
I'm saying they
of
can
all 4 years?
I mean, even if it is, there's no way to enforce NIL. There's no way to enforce these contracts. So a player can do whatever they want. You know, like honestly, the coaches don't really have power except to like, oh, you know what, we're not going to play you. Like that's the only thing the coach can pull. But once they do that, the player will be like, okay, cool, I'm for sure going to transfer now. So
Which means they technically can't really sue you for real
I mean,
if they don't have any real control.
if you sign the contract, they cancel, which is what Duke is doing. But players can still go and be like, hey, give me more money, and it's just what does the school want to do? So I don't know. This whole thing is
Yeah.
messed up.
It's crazy because even with all this, it sounds like players still don't have no real power in the
that's
grand scheme of things.
that's
Like, even with all these millions of dollars that they have, they still don't have no real power because at the end of the day, them niggas can just get sent to the transfer portal at will. Like, okay.
exactly.
So, yeah, they're going to have to get that shit together, man. It's not the game I love.
We do not care.
Not at all. Last and certainly not least, or maybe is it? Maybe it is least. Jimmy Butler tears his ACL. He's out for the season. Newsflash: the Warriors weren't going to do anything anyway. But in bigger news, it just means that Jonathan Kuminga gets more minutes. So I thought until he got injured yesterday, he's going to be out for a few weeks now too. It's the fucking Warriors, bro. I don't give a fuck about this. Woe is me, bro. You had a dynasty.
It's over now. Unfortunately, it's over because of due to the fault of like ownership and a player, not multiple players, just a singular player.
And Steve Kerr.
Oh yeah, I was included
He don't
coaching.
he don't get the fly under that radar either. Yeah, everybody is failing Steph. Everybody. Everybody. And I think that's just what I think, honestly. I think it's inevitable. When you're a superstar, like a generational talent, and you last the test of time, I think it's just impossible to keep up with greatness like that for years upon decades. I don't think anybody successfully has done it. I don't think anybody's done it successfully yet.
No,
At some point, niggas is in a shitty. At some point, an all-time great pretty much ends their career in some shitty situation. They don't ever end up on top fighting for a championship or some shit.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, players nowadays are staying much longer than they ever have, and then on top of that, they're making X amount of money because they are this player. So like, they can't really get like minimums or anything like that, and it just everybody gets old because they're trying to like maximize their championship window, and we need to trade for this and trade for that, and blah blah blah. And it's hard to play for like two timelines, which is what the Warriors tried to do, and it didn't work. So it was gonna happen regardless. But I mean, Steph is still Steph, so he's still gonna hoop. He's still gonna be cold, but sucks to suck. Hope Jimmy gets better soon. But I didn't realize he's 36. Like
Damn.
exactly. I thought he was like 32, but 36.
I didn't think he was. I didn't think he was that old either. I ain't gonna lie to you. I knew he was at least 34. He left. He left. I know one of his finals runs with Miami. I think that second one he was like 34. So I knew he was in that 35 range, and know he was already 36.
Him and KD are the same age. Well, KD's 37. I think Jimmy Butler's birthday is in like a couple months. But like I said, I didn't realize he was that old. So it's just like he's not going to, but like he might need to retire, bro. Like this old coming off an ACL, you're not getting back until probably this time next season in the first place. and then the Warriors aren't going to be good on top of that.
I don't know the proper age for retirement for all NBA players because there's levels to this. There's levels to this. Like
If you're
the
if you're a
threshold
player
for a
that's
role
like,
player versus an all NBA player is like massively different.
I feel like if you're a player that's like, KD, Steph, Braun, James Harden, if you're in that echelon and still able to produce like you're a member of that echelon, then you can play till like, well, Grant LeBron, he should have been retired, but like if you're that old, you could probably play till like, you can play till, I don't think you should play till 40, but you can play till 40. But like Jimmy, he's great, Hall of Famer and everything. He's not in that tier with them niggas. So like I would say like 35, 36 is perfect time to retire, but they never want to do that. So yeah.
You raise some valid points, valid argument. Nonetheless,
we do not care.
Still don't give a fuck. But let's get into some things that we finally do care about. Let's go ahead and knock this national championship out the park. Indiana wins a national championship, first ever in school history. Shout out to Kurt Signetti and the boys. They win 27-21. Fernando Mendoza had a great 4th and 5 run. Everything picked up in like the third and fourth quarter. It was like a defensive thing until like the third or fourth quarter. They started going, score for score, touchdown for touchdown. Jack's like, what was eye glaring for you? Like, what were some big things that you just kind of, what did this game do for you?
It lets me know that the Raiders are, because I know Tom Brady and what's his name, Mark Davis, they was at the game. So I know they're going to be happy with they're like, finally we have a quarterback for the Raiders because he's going number 1 overall. And people were saying like this whole season that he hasn't had like he won the Heisman, yes, but they were like, oh, he hasn't had his Heisman moment for real. Like there was one game they came back against Penn State, but like people are like, maybe I guess that's his Heisman moment. But no, this game, that 4th and 5 run you were talking about, that was his Heisman moment. I wish I had the video of it, but no, it was 4th and 5, game on the line. They called a quarterback draw, which is a crazy play to call on 4th and 5 with the game on the line. But he did, break a couple tackles, dove towards the end zone, got hit as he was diving, still scored a touchdown, which ended up being like the game winner. So that was like a Heisman moment to me. And he feels like the truth. Their running backs run super duper hard. Their defense, they was hitting this entire game, really on both sides. So this was a really good football game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. That guy, what's his name? Becker. What's his name? One of those Indiana wide receivers. I don't know if it was a tight end or a wide receiver.
Which one?
From Indiana.
Now, was he white or?
I think
there was a good white one.
He was number 80.
Yeah,
that's
his
last name was
Becker.
Yeah, that nigga's a hooper, bro.
What's a cold white boy? Cold white boy.
Nigga hooping. Side note, nigga, the Cowboys trade somebody?
The Cowboys trade somebody? What you mean?
Like this nigga had called me like 2-3 times, and like now I'm finally reading this text message, and I'm like, he was like, I'm gonna have to buy a Cowboys jersey now, and I'm just like, what are you talking? He's a Steelers fan, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that later. We'll get to that.
So we didn't trade for anybody.
No. We'll get to what happened in a few minutes.
Okay. All right. Because now I'm like, all right. So I'm very confused. But to get back on Indiana versus Miami, yeah, Miami has some runners too. Them running backs was running like shit. And also, before I forget, there's been a lot of people that's been like kind of like trying to downplay this IU natty, or like they try to give you like that they try to fuel that narrative about there's nothing but 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds playing for Indiana and they bought their championship. I'm like, I think every championship has been bought by letter of the law at this point.
Yeah,
I think
especially
I don't think there's ever
nowadays
been a
with NIL,
champion,
every
a
championship.
true champion. Yeah, I mean it's just over the table instead of under the table. I was just like, nigga, like I don't understand like this new money shit. Now, and then at the same time, Indiana's not like no school that was bringing in like no 5-star ass recruits. All these niggas was still 2 stars and
Thank
3
you. Like
stars. Like,
a lot of these
what's the
people that
issue?
are on this Indiana team, a lot of people that are on this Indiana team that won the national champion, they were with Signetti when he was at James Madison, and James Madison not no big school. Like, granted, they did make the playoff this year, which is why James
Hell no,
Madison
nigga.
good all of a sudden. But uh, outside of that, but like James Madison is not no. This is Miami. Like Miami is Miami. Like they get recruits. Indiana don't get recruits. James Madison don't get recruits. So that's why I'm like, I don't. I've seen some people have like tried to be like, oh, this is the best team ever. That's not true. Indiana is a very good team, but they're not the best college football team ever. But they are still like, I wouldn't like downplaying it is wrong in my opinion because this was still like a team that was or Indiana as like a not a franchise but as a school has been I think literally the worst college football program ever. Like they've had multiple defeated
Ever.
seasons as in no wins. They've never done anything really until these past few years, like literally until these past 2 years with Kurt Signetti. So
Yeah.
I'm not. You can't really. To me, you can't hate on that. You can't downplay that because it's still like are they the best team ever? No, but this is still a deserving national champion, and I don't think they did anything nefarious or anything like cheater wise or anything like. Yes, some of the players were older, but ooh, niggas. So like they were
I'm
still whoop
saying.
niggas. What are you talking about?
I'm saying. And on top of that, like there's more money schools out here. Like and like they just
Like
my Miami, Texas, Alabama, LSU, like all these other schools had the same opportunity and they got the same amount of type of donors and all this shit. Like, I'm not trying to hear it. Some of y'all was the same niggas that wanted NIL because y'all was tired of Alabama having the best third string running back sit for 2 or 3 years in that same system. Y'all wanted an even playing field. Now you have it. Now
exactly.
we're out here shitting on Indiana. And on top of that, nobody was talking about Indiana at the start of the season. So it couldn't have been,
Thank you.
you
Like
didn't give a fuck then. But to go into what you're more talking about with there are some people that are saying this is the best team. I would never go there, but boy, I consider them niggas Joe Flacco for sure. One of the best runs I've seen though.
yeah, they got hot at the
The
right
best
time. Man.
best run
McMillan
by a
crazy.
team. They didn't have no boo boo ass schedule either. They went through all the proper niggas. They went through the Bamas, the Ohio States, the Miamis. Like
Like Ohio
everybody
State.
that people said they were probably that better than. You know what I'm saying? Like they beat them.
They
I
went
can't,
16
and
0.
they
That's a
went
great
undefeated
season.
this year.
Yeah.
I'm a shit. That's a top 10 season off rip. Top 10 season of all time.
Yeah,
Off
when you put
rip.
it in
Because
context, yeah,
not a lot of people not a lot of people get 16-0 in general, especially with
and
that school.
like once again, this is
With those
Indiana, which is
niggas.
like literally like I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to like be mean to like this is literally the worst football school in all of like D1 FBS, and now they're undefeated national champions. So because like with that context, I give you like it probably is a top 10 type of run because they was terrible and now they're champions.
Literally, it's like a night and day difference. And it's like I said, like it's not like you just got lucky with a 5-star recruit that backpacked your shit. Not to like put shame on, like not to put no shade on like Auburn or anything, because I think Auburn was a hell of a run. Cam
Yeah.
Newton went crazy, but it's not like y'all niggas got lucky with a 5-star recruit. Y'all literally got your 2 and 3-star recruits from James Madison. This some shit that you see in movies, nigga. Like this some shit that you would see like in a featured film. Like this normally doesn't happen in real life.
This was really some Disney movie ass shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but hey, that's what happens.
Absolutely. But yeah, I think yeah, Nick Saban's coaching tree is it's next level. Next level.
No, his coach really is next level, but let's get into some playoffs, Greg. Now, the what was it? Semifinals, whatever you want to call it. for both conferences happened. We're not gonna talk about all the games. So just for like a quick little run on what happened, because the games we're not all gonna talk about. The Seahawks beat the 49ers 41-6. It was
Yeah.
disgusting. And then the Rams beat the Bears 20-17. But I really just want to talk about these AFC matchups because it was some.
Respect to Caleb Williams. That nigga did throw a dot at the end of that game.
Nah, like the games we didn't talk about, those are still good. Well, the 41-6 wasn't that good, but like the Rams and the Seahawks, yeah, the Rams. That was it. Wait, no, they didn't play. The Rams and the Bears, rather. That was a good game for sure.
For sure.
Caleb went crazy, but on the AFC side, CJ Stroud, brother, I'm so sorry. This had to be you. I'm sorry it had to be him. He went 20 for 47, 212 passing yards, 4 interceptions, 28 passer rating. This was the Texans, of course, lost this game. They lost 28-16 though to the Patriots. And this game sucks because this game was close the entire time. It was lit. Like, I like CJ Stroud. I don't really, after his rookie year, he's been, like, I understand the sophomore slump is a thing, but now this is his third year and he hasn't reached the heights of his rookie year. And this is the playoffs and he completely lost his mind. Like I said, I like CJ Stroud, but he was literally the reason they lost this game because that Texans defense was low-key doing the same thing to Drake May. Drake May kept fumbling. I think Drake May might have threw a pick. Could be wrong about that. But Drake May was turning the ball over because he was just getting hit all the time, fumbling. The game was close all the way until the end. But CJ Stroud just, for whatever reason, was just making the worst possible. That one play where I think it was like I think he was rolling out or whatever. He was going to pass it to like his tight end, but the tight end fell. So he started like backing up more. And then who came in here? I don't remember who, but somebody came with like tackling him. So he was being sacked. Then he was just like, let me just throw the ball up in the air. And the Patriots like picked it off. And I was like, that's just one of the things, like, you're not supposed to do that. Just take the sack, bro. You're not supposed to throw it up like that. But he was just making boneheaded decisions the entire time, bad throws. I literally never see it. I was watching the game. I texted y'all. I was like, I've literally never seen anything like this because he blew up. I don't know what happened. I truly don't know what happened to CJ Stroud.
Getting that song off in year 3 is crazy. But boy, nigga.
Because he's not even old. Like, I don't. It's like a mental thing with him, but like I don't know what it is though. Because he's like, we've seen him be good.
I hate how bad he played because when you play bad like that, it makes me overthink other things that he says. Like, it just makes me overthink everything. And I know I shouldn't be doing it, but I do. Like, I do that, and then the first thing that comes to mind is when that nigga said, man, I don't run as fast as I used to run. Nigga, at 24? What you talking about? Now, I know it might have been tongue-in-cheek, but those are the things that pop up in my mind. Doing a podcast with Michael Parsons, raised eyebrows. Everybody keeps bringing up that video of him ranking himself or telling them, his top 5 or whatever. And look, I understand his rookie year was whatever. People keep saying that he put himself in the top 5. That's not what happened. He put himself in the top 3. I want people to stop downplaying that. Yo, he called himself a top 5. This is ridiculous. No. That's not ridiculous. What was ridiculous is him putting himself 3rd in that top 5. That was crazy. That was crazy at the time, and it looks even crazier now. But nigga, you gotta eat this, bro. This is what happens. Yo, I'm be honest with you, Jax. I'm gonna ask you a question. If you was the coach, would you have put Davis Mills in after halftime? Because I would have.
I don't know, because at halftime the game was still sort of close. So I'd have been like, maybe he could shake back, but fourth quarter, I might have been like, okay, we got to put Davis Mills in. But even if they did come back with Davis Mills, it's like, now what do you do with the following week? Do you start CJ or Davis? It's just become a whole thing.
No, I would still come back. I would still come back with CJ. I would still come back with CJ with the next game. But like coming out of halftime, I would have your same sentiment had he not like thrown a pick right out of halftime. They turned the fucking ball over. All right, nigga. Hey, come on, come in. Let's nip this in the bud. 4 turnovers in the first half just to settle this nigga down. We went from having CJ on a such a high pedestal to this nigga being right back to being neck and neck with Bryce Young. Whatever Bryce Young is at, that's where we got CJ at, if not lower. We went from, damn, the Panthers really fumbled this pick to, I don't know. I don't fucking know no more. Which is a crazy concept because it would have been, quote unquote, a cakewalk. It would have, quote unquote, been a cakewalk. I'll say this. I'll ask you this question. Since we're not Cowboys, since we're not Texans, would you I'd rather lose the way you did this past week, or would you I'd rather found a way to win in spite of that and get to next week and lose horrendously to Jared Stidham? Same quarterback play too. Like the quarterback play is still just as bad though.
Think losing to the Broncos in that way, because like the Patriots have a really good defense, but I think the Broncos their defense might be a little bit better. So I think it would have made more sense for him to have that type of game against the Broncos. But that's not to say, well, the Patriots defense is really good too. So
good defense.
I'll still go with what I said. Maybe I guess I'd rather melt down the Broncos. Because even then, like, you got a little bit further in the playoffs. You're playing an amazing defense, an objectively good defense, and you at least got to the conference championship. So I think, and yeah, even though this is all hypothetical. So say you get to the conference championship and you melt down. 1, at least you got to the conference championship. And 2, I think a conference championship meltdown is slightly more excusable than a meltdown in this past round. And I think, personally, I think that's something you can sort of get by a little bit easier because, like, the conference championship, and people are like, "Oh, it's your first time doing that, so next time you'll at least know what to expect a little bit more." Granted, I don't know how much that actually makes a difference, but still, I think that makes more sense a little bit.
That's fair. I've never seen. Well, it's been a while since I've seen this type of slander.
Oh yeah, no, it's
in a long time. I saw a weather report today. Or whatever of like what the whatever it is, like
the ice storm or whatever. Yeah,
from going from Texas to like New England and whatever, and it's just like all of this stuff. Somebody was like, "Man, the weather finna be ass today," and they just wrote C.J. Stroud in the middle of that line. I was like, "Bro, this is crossing sports boundaries. Like we're not even talking sports anymore. We're talking weather." Bro, C.J. Stroud is making me laugh at niggas I've never laughed before. I laughed at Emmanuel Acho 2 days ago when he made that make that Stroud clap.
Maybe make that Stroud.
Nigga, do you know how hard it is for Emmanuel Acho to make me laugh?
And like, I don't think CJ's that bad. That's the thing. So that's why I'm like, bro, what the hell happened? Because I don't think CJ Stroud is a terrible quarterback. He just became horrible out of nowhere to me. I don't know, man.
I don't think he trusts his offensive line no more. I think people are too afraid to admit that he's seeing ghosts.
But he been had a bad O-line. He had a bad O-line his whole career. I feel like he should be used to, which is sad, but I feel like he should have been like used to it by now. I don't know, man. Right. I really don't. But I mean, I hope next season he bounces back. Like, I have I'm not a Texans fan. I don't hate the Texans. I don't like the Texans. They're just here. So like, I don't have a problem with him, but like I do hope he bounces back. But if not, darn. But yeah, whatever.
It is what it is. It will soon, I guess.
But now this other game that happened, this one was a little bit closer. It was the it was the Bills versus the Broncos, and the Broncos won this game overtime, 33-30. Josh Allen, he didn't have a C.J. Stroud performance, but it was damn near close. He also turned the ball over, I think, 4 times as well. Absolutely. But his was a couple picks and some fumbles. He was just doing too much, making some bad plays. Broncos defense, they went crazy. Bo Nix played an all right game. But then at the end of the game, after this amazing win, Sean Payton went up to give his press conference and said, "Oh, yeah, guys, by the way, Bo Nix broke his ankle and he's going to miss the rest of the season." I don't like Bo Nix, but I don't want his ankle to be broken. But 2, When did I feel like I think people said he broke it on the kneel down, which does not make sense to me because how did you break your ankle kneeling? But like, nigga, what? And now they're gonna be starting Jarrett Stidham in the AFC Conference Championship against the Patriots, who
I
just
think they said the
definitely ain't gonna go
initial.
forever.
I think they said the initial break was him wherever he ran or wherever he went to set up for the field goal. That's when they first started seeing him like low key limp.
Jeez.
Um, and then the kneel down, the kneel down. I don't know, made it worse. I don't know what happened, but that's just a crazy way to go out, bro.
Yeah. On
Fuck.
the kneel down. Like that doesn't make I don't get I still it still doesn't make sense. I'm looking at the play right now. That still doesn't make sense on how that could have ended up as a broken ankle, but like that's tough. Now Jarrett Stidham, he's not the worst backup ever, but like I wouldn't put him in the Jameis Winston, Jacoby Brissett. He's not one of them.
He not
But
no Nick Foles. He not no Nick Foles ass nigga.
yeah, but I mean, also we could see, I know Jarrett Stidham can move a little bit. I know when was it? I think it might have been 2015, maybe. He played against my high school and like destroyed us. But that makes sense. He was like a 4 or 5 star recruit, so there's that. But it's just like, do you think the Broncos have a chance to win against the Patriots?
When you get to these types of levels, always a chance. I'm still putting my money on Drake May, and they have a good defense.
Yeah.
Um, all you're really asking Jared Stidham to do is be great for 2 games. Just be good. Not even be great. Just be good for 2 games.
See, man.
That's and I get that's a tall task, but
Especially
it's
in
not
the
like
playoffs.
but it's not like we're
Playoffs.
telling you. But it's not like we're telling you in week 2, hey yo, I need you to stay afloat for the next 9 weeks. I feel like that's a more difficult task than 2 games.
I
Or
don't
just
know.
take it one game. Just take it one game at a time. Just take it one game at a time. Where it's like, okay, uh, everybody already thinks that you're not gonna do shit for real. Everybody thinks it's gonna be a cakewalk anyway. So let's just take it one game at a time. You know, short reads, trusting your receivers. You have a decent run game. RJ Harvey has been doing good this year. You never know. You never know. But I'm still gonna say Patriots win. But
We'll probably get a little bit more into that when we do our picks, but it's just like it's crazy, man.
yeah,
But really though, because they ended up losing this game, because the Broncos beat them in such horrific fashion, the Bills went ahead and did what many of us sort of expected them to do, which is fire their head coach Sean McDermott, and they fired him, I guess, the day after. Look at his coaching resume real fast. He was with or his tenure with Buffalo. He was there for 9 seasons. He was a good coach for them. 9 seasons, 8 playoff appearances, 98-50 record, 5 AFC East titles. They ended that playoff drought. They were a good team. He was a good coach. I think it was just one of the things they felt like they needed a new voice or something like that because they've been running it back the same exact team, really the same exact coach staff, same exact roster, which is really the bigger problem for these past few years, and so they decided to fire him. But this is not the end of the story because this firing culminated in one of the more interesting press conferences from an owner that we've seen in recent years. And you can tell Terry Pagula, he's the owner of the Bills. I feel like he saw last week that Ravens owner interview and was like, you know what? I want to do that too. And yeah, he proceeded to put his foot in his mouth multiple times, saying many things. I'll play a clip in a little bit, but to recap some of the stuff he said, he fired Sean McDermott. He didn't consult with Josh Allen on the firing. He talked about Josh Allen crying when he was in the locker room after the game. He promoted their GM, Brandon Beane. He blamed the officials for the loss. He said the Bills hit a playoff wall. It just wasn't good. But one of the biggest things he said was about Keon Coleman, the young receiver that I don't want to say everybody loved when he came out for the draft because he seemed like a cool guy. But this is what Pagula had to say about the draft pick. Mind you, this receiver is still on your football team. He is still a member of the Buffalo Bills, and you're saying, we didn't really want to draft him.
Nah, bro, but they were basically just saying, yo, we were just giving that grace to a young player. We just giving grace to that young player. That's all we was doing.
And the thing that makes this whole thing so much funnier is he's blaming the coaching staff for a decision the GM Brandon Beane made. And I guess they forgot they did Hard Knocks the season that Keon Coleman was drafted, because this is what Brandon Beane had to say about it. That is Brandon Beane saying, yes, we wanted to draft Keon Coleman. Hiring Sean McDermott, I get it, because, you know, you've been trying to get to the Super Bowl for X amount of years. It hasn't happened. You guys made it to the playoffs and get stopped at the same round, same time all these years. Like, firing him, he was a good coach, but I get it, you might need a new voice. But keeping the GM, and they promoted him as well. They promoted Brandon Beane. He's the GM and president of football operations now. That's the bad decision to me, because he's the one who got you this roster full of players. And the players, it's just Josh Allen, James Cook, and Ed Oliver. But that's it. Everybody else fucking sucks on that team. Like, they still don't have a number one receiver. They never did. No, their O-line is good as well. They have a good O-line. I will give them that. But Ed Oliver is really their only good one on defense. Their DBs are all like 30 or perpetually injured. Their linebackers aren't very good. Like, it's just not really a strong roster. It's just they've been able to succeed because they have Josh Allen, because Josh Allen is good. But, like, my nigga, get him some help. He's going out like Steph right now.
Ain't this the same nigga? Didn't he used to be the Panthers GM? Am I tripping?
No. Did he? I know Sean McDermott used to be a coach for the Panthers. But Brandon Beane with the Panthers? He could. I'm finna look that up. He could have been, but I don't know. Brandon Beane. No, he was with the Panthers for a little bit. He was an assistant GM with the Panthers and director of football operations there as well. But no, yeah, he was with the Panthers for a little bit.
Does it say the year?
He was with the Panthers. Well, he started out with the Panthers in '98 as just a personnel person. And then his final year with the Panthers was 2016, though. And then he left to the Bills to be their GM.
No shade. No shade. I kind of see parallels.
What you mean?
I kind of see parallels of the construction of the team, of what the Panthers used to be, versus the current construction of what the Buffalo Bills are. You have this big ass, generational ass quarterback. Well, I don't know if you want to call Josh Allen generational, but you know what I mean. You have receivers, a decent running game. Like, this shit feels similar to, like, does it not? Am I tripping?
Nah, you got a point. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, actually, no. The Panthers, they didn't have a good O-line, but
they didn't. Okay.
Other than that, though, because remember Cam was getting his ass whooped in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's a generational defense right there. That was generational defense. Von Miller was on some shit.
Man.
That was crazy. But outside of that, I'm just like, from that perspective, like, my next like sentence I would say is, how many lessons how many lessons do I have to keep teaching you, old man? Like, did you not learn from that you got to do better? You got to, and maybe they thought Keon Coleman was the receiver that they needed. So, like, maybe that's where the Keon Coleman hype came from.
For what it's worth, Keon did catch a touchdown this game. He dropped one, but he did catch one.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn, like, I would hate for you to keep repeating the same mistakes over and over and over. So I don't know. I don't know. You have some valid points on. I've always agreed, whenever a coach go, the GM got to go too. That's just always been my philosophy on things, especially
unless it's just like the coaches unless it's like the coaches like on some like, unless one of them is like horrendous at their job. Like, if it's like an Urban Meyer situation, then I'll be like, all right, GM, you might could stay another year because you're just tweaking. But other than that, yeah,
for sure. But when it comes to this guy Beane, it's like, okay, how how good are you at really finding the right talent? Like you may be able to find like QB talent or whatever, maybe, but like you ain't really been hitting on your draft picks like that.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know. Some people learn from their failures. Other people, repeat them.
I mean, it's hard to learn
And
from your failures if you keep failing upwards, and that's he think he doing something right, even though the results say otherwise. But if you was Keon, how would you feel right now after your owner just said you fucking suck and we didn't want to draft you?
I mean, look, I mean, it's just been a rough year for the nigga in general. Been a rough 4 months, or however many months Cam Newton has been
Oh
on
yeah,
this Keon Coleman run.
type shit.
This nigga's been an internet sensation for the wrong reasons for shit, at least since October.
Yeah,
Because even then we were talking about him getting healthy DMPs and healthy scratches. I wouldn't feel no type of way. I wouldn't feel no type of way. If I'm Keon Coleman, I have not been doing my job to the best of my abilities to feel some type of way about anything right now. There's been niggas calling me immature. I got mad white kids doing this every time they see me. Like, he ain't been doing his job like that for especially at the start of the season, the front half of the season, you've been bullshitting. You have players calling you out like Keon knows better. Keon does this and all that stuff. So I would just focus on the main thing being the main thing. Go train or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Out of your control.
watch his ass. He's gonna be a future cowboy. You know, he's CD Lamb's cousin. So
I did not know that.
yeah, niggas are
I
actual,
did not know that.
They're actual factual cousins, not like that fake cousin stuff, but they're actual cousins. But another, my biggest takeaway though, like, because from this whole press conference thing with Pagula, one, he seemed like a terrible owner, and two, it's just like, who? Now I might sound crazy. I'm probably gonna sound dumb for saying this quote because I don't even remember who it was quoted by, and I'm probably saying it wrong. But wasn't it like it's better to what is it like appear like a fool than open your mouth and remove all doubt or something like that? I feel like that's what the owner did.
Yeah.
Like he opened his mouth
But
and be like, "Yeah, you stupid." We get that grace to young owners. We can't. You too old to be doing all. You too old to be acting like this. But we get that grace to young owners.
first of all, what the fuck is a young owner? I don't know.
Shit.
In the NFL, what's considered young? I don't know. They all look old to me.
Who is? I think the Broncos got a young owner. I think. Oh wait, no. Is it the Commanders who just got? I think the
Maybe.
Commanders owner might be young, relatively speaking, like 49 or something. But shit, I could be wrong. I don't know. But since we just talked about Sean McDermott being fired, let's go to the rest of the hiring search because this NFL coaching carousel has been interesting to say the least. Funny to say the least, really, because another bit of news dropped that Gray doesn't know about just yet. But coaching carousel, so far the coaches that have been hired. Kevin Stefanski, he just got hired to be the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. I think this is a very good hire because he does wonders with good running backs. Like Nick Chubb, when he was with Cleveland, was a monster. So now he gets Bijan Robinson. So I think that's going to be a good fit. They still need a quarterback, but they'll handle that when they handle that. John Harbaugh, we talked about that last week to the Giants. Jeff Hafley, he was the defensive coordinator for the Packers. Now he's the head coach for the Dolphins. Sorry to this man. I don't know anything about that man. So maybe he's going to be good, maybe not. I don't fucking know. Robert Saleh, head coach of the Titans now. He used to be for the Jets, and then the Jets were horrible. But that wasn't his fault. That was just because it was fucking Jets. Then he was a coordinator with the Niners this past season. But I think we both think he's a solid coach. So I'm not mad at this.
I'm not mad at that either.
Baltimore, they hired Jesse Minter, who was the defensive coordinator for the Chargers. He's been a pretty sought-after coordinator for a while. He's pretty good, so we'll see how he feels about the coaching staff. But one more bit of news just broke while we were recording, and thankfully I have my phone notifications on. But the Steelers have their head coach, Greg. Who do you think it is?
Oh wow. Is it McCarthy?
Yes, it is. The
No
Pittsburgh
fucking way.
Steelers are looking to sign. It hasn't.
No way.
I don't think it's been
It's
finalized
McCarthy?
just yet. It's Mike McCarthy. Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh my
it is.
God. The only reason why I would think it was Mike McCarthy is because you laughed. And I was like, well, if he laughed, it can't be anybody good or anybody you deem good. And when he talked about the Cowboys, I'm just like, well, they don't seem like an organization that would get Jason Garrett. And this nigga doesn't laugh hard enough about Jason Garrett. Even I don't know, even though he may not think he's good, he doesn't laugh hard like Mike McCarthy. You hate this nigga. Wow. And he's gonna keep this job for a long ass time because he don't like firing niggas.
Like, this is just a bad idea. I don't think like Mike McCarthy was good. I 100% feel like the game has passed him by, and like you can see that in Dallas. Like, I know he's from Pittsburgh. I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons they got him, but they're not gonna keep him long though, because nigga's 62.
They're keeping him at least. They're keeping him at minimum 6 years at minimum.
But the thing about the Steelers, which is the
like he's
thing
gonna
that
get a 5
really
to 6
surprises
year
me, is
stretch.
because the Steelers throughout their whole they already updated his Wikipedia with the Steelers colors and everything. But the Steelers as a whole, they've only had until just now with this hiring, they've only had 3 head coaches their entire time. They've been a team since 1933. Like, they normally keep their head coaches for years. Like, Mike Tomlin was there for 20 years, I think. Before that, coach was there for. I think before that he might have been there for the coach there was there for I think 30 years maybe something like that. But like they want to have like somebody they can have an established thing with. Mike McCarthy is not that. And then the last time he was a head coach in the NFL, he was not good. He hasn't been good since like he hasn't been a good coach since like the early 2010s. I feel like, and he had Aaron Rodgers then. So like, how good was he?
Yeah. I mean, whoever said that tweet, whoever had that tweet like 6 years ago that said that Mike McCarthy is nothing but a BBW Jason Garrett, they was cooking. They was cooking, bro. I'll never forget that tweet. I will never forget that tweet for the rest of my fucking life. He reminds me of what's that guy that's on ESPN right now? Oh my God, he used to coach for the Jets. Brother.
Berg.
He has a brother too.
Oh, Rex Ryan.
I feel like he's like Rex Ryan right now. Like the game's passed him.
Rex Ryan. I think he's like Rex Ryan. Yeah.
Like if Rex was to go back out and go get an NFL job right now, he wouldn't be able to keep up.
He'd be terrible. He'd be horrible.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's where I think Mike McCarthy is right now. Like I think they're like, if this was the 90s, okay, they probably would have stayed afloat or whatever. It would have been fine or whatever. But right now in today's NFL, I just don't see it. And you gotta pair Mike with like a good quarterback, like not even a good quarterback, an elite quarterback.
And they don't have that in Pittsburgh right now.
They don't have that in Pittsburgh. I don't know what was he one of those like CEO head coaches where it's like he doesn't call plays or some shit?
No, he wanted to call plays and then
wow.
No, he did call plays for a little bit, and then he was like, "No, we're not doing good." He was switching them out and blah blah blah. But he's not like the game. I really think the game has passed him by. Like nothing with his stop with the Cowboys. Granted, they had pretty good seasons. I'm not gonna lie, but like I think that was
like
more of
it was like three straight. It was like 3 straight 12-win seasons.
Yeah, but I still don't think they overachieved to me in those years. And like when it got bad, it got bad fast. Like it didn't. When they lose, it would look bad. And like that's really my main thing with Mike McCarthy. That's what makes me believe the game has passed him by. And I still remember like when he was getting hired by the Cowboys, and he was doing like some ESPN documentary, and he was like, "Yeah, in the offseason, I worked real hard and I studied analytics and blah blah blah, so I can like change my game up and everything." And then like I think like a couple seasons later, he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I was lying when I said that." And it's like, nigga, I could tell. Like that's why I'm just like I hate this hire for them. But I'm not a Steelers fan. They ain't got shit to do with me.
Yeah, like all I can say is good luck, nigga. But this is all, like I said, at minimum, he's gonna be there 5 because they just don't fire niggas quickly. They only had like 3 coaches like ever, right?
They've only had 3 coaches. Yeah, 3 coaches ever. Mike McCarthy is their 4th,
and they don't have standards right now. So just having an above 500 season, or even a 500 season, that's gonna be good enough for them to at least justify keeping him, because they'll be like, well,
honestly,
We didn't
Even
we
if they
didn't get
have
on
a
Mike
bad
Tomlin.
season,
We didn't get on Mike Tomlin ass for going 9-8. Like nigga, well he's not Mike Tomlin, nigga.
honestly, even if they have a bad season, they can be like, you know what, finally we can get a quarterback now. We can, like with Mike Tomlin, we weren't able to suck. Now we can be ass and peace. And maybe they might get them
You
a
know,
quarterback.
this is a win. This is a win-win for Mike McCarthy and Mike McCarthy only. Literally, like nobody benefits but Mike McCarthy in this situation because nobody's gonna blame
He gets
him.
his hometown team, probably the team he rooted for when he was a little kid. Like, he having a good team. He's probably happy as hell right now.
This nigga has an impeccable resume. This nigga coached like 3 of the like most historic franchises ever. The Packers, the Cowboys, and the Steelers. That's a fucking resume. What the fuck?
Yeah, niggas can't really tell him shit. Yeah, nah. You can't tell him shit about this coaching shit, bro. And he got him a Super, like he only has one, but he still does have him a Super Bowl.
He has a Super Bowl.
Let's see, what's his career record is
like damn.
Where's his career record is 185, 123, and 2. So he has a winning career record. I'm not too mad. Before he was with the Packers, he was with the 49ers, so that's another legendary franchise. Like,
you think he going to the Hall?
Hell no. Fuck no.
It can't be like a fuck no.
Can. He's not. Like, he has one Super Bowl.
Okay, Mike Tomlin has one Super Bowl, and we say he's going to be in there.
Yeah, but Mike Tomlin's record is much better than his, and he's never had a losing season.
I mean, how
Mike
much
McCarthy
better?
Has been an eye coach, and he only won one Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. And there's probably plenty of coaches that only won. What? So I'm like, it's a fuck no. He's not making the Hall of Fame.
I'm fuck no. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna still say no, but it ain't no fuck no. Like after you like list this nigga, has he won? Has he been coach of the year before? No. Okay. Well, that might okay.
The only awards in his award in the highlights section, the only thing is Super Bowl champion and the Greasy Neal Award in 2011.
What the fuck that is? It sounds such like oh shit. It sounds
okay. No, this is it is a Coach of the Year award, but it's not presented by like it's not the you know how like they have a bunch of different awards. It's not like the real one. But
it's like when AP does MVPs versus somebody else.
Yeah, it's one of those. Okay, so it's technically a Coach of the Year award, but not really.
I guess.
But yeah, it's a no for me, dog. He's not making it.
Still a good resume. I'll take that resume.
Yeah, no, he had him a good time. He did his thing coaching wise. Like, he had him a good time being a coach. You can't say that. You can't say he hasn't.
Yeah, you can't take that away from that nigga, bro. But yeah, that was. I mean, I don't know how to really feel about this because it's not my team, so I don't really care. But good luck, I guess.
And then, lastly, let's touch on some basketball real quick before we get to our picks and hot takes. More Lakers drama. Jeannie Buss. Actually, an ESPN article came out about the Buss family, and then they started talking about Jeannie Buss and how she began to turn on LeBron years ago. She allegedly, all this is alleged, I don't know if it happened for real or not, but she grumbled about LeBron's outsized ego, felt Clutch had too much control over the team. She didn't like how LeBron was considered the savior. She showed a lack of accountability over the Westbrook trade. She mused about not giving LeBron a contract extension and even trading him. She felt LeBron wasn't grateful to the Lakers for drafting Bronny, and she gave LeBron the contract extension because she was afraid of getting bad PR. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't care about the Lakers. Like,
yeah, when you read that shit, I was like, damn, this is a fucking snooze fest. No wonder they added this shit to the article, bro. That article is trash. I'll put a bow tie on this. Jeannie, we don't give a fuck. Okay. I know you didn't write this article or whatever. We don't give a fuck. That's what happens when you sign LeBron James. This is what you get. You out here basically saying the grass is green and there's clouds in the fucking sky. Yes, we know Rich Paul has power, nigga. Yes, we know that you probably wanted to trade LeBron. Everything that you said, what's that nigga's name in Cleveland? Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert probably said that at least twice already. At some point.
I feel like every team, like we both like LeBron, never, but like every team that LeBron's been on has sort of probably always said these things, except for the Bronny thing. That's just because Bronny
That's
was
just
old
new
enough to
shit.
be
Yeah.
drafted by them.
Yeah, Pat. If it
Yeah,
wasn't Pat
but
Riley, if it wasn't
every
Dan
team
Gilbert,
LeBron's been
it
on.
was Pat Riley. If it wasn't Pat Riley, it's you, Jeannie Buss. Y'all all have the same gripes and concern about LeBron James, but that's what happens when you sign him. The problem with you is that you got LeBron on the back end of his career, so you got the
Yeah,
LeBron
so you can't
that
really
probably
trade
has
him.
less of a filter now. That nigga's old. You know how old niggas talk. Old niggas just and you have and he's the only nigga with a no trade clause. Like not trading him. Just frustrated. And then they already sell the team already.
Yeah, they sold it already, so it's not
So why
even
the fuck do
like
we
I
care
don't
about
even.
you, Jeannie?
Yeah, I mean we don't. The nigga who made the article does, but I like the thing with the Lakers, bro. Like they're quote unquote relevant because of the Lakers, but if it like it's not as bad as it was during Kobe's last years, but like that's sort of how I feel as far as like how much I care about them because like I didn't care about the Lakers when it was just like Robert Sacre and Jordan,
Jordan
whatever that.
Clarkson,
No, not Jordan
Nick.
Clark. I'm talking, it was like a center with dreads. His name was Jordan something, but like
Oh, Jordan Hill,
yeah, like I didn't care about those Lakers. That's how I feel about these Lakers. Like
which is
I know
crazy
they
because them
won't.
niggas got Luca. I would have thought once they traded for Luca, I would give a damn about the Lakers again. I
It's
still
just
don't.
because we know it's a bad roster. Like that's real. Like that's why we know they're not gonna do anything like cool. I don't know what seed they are, but they're gonna make the playoffs. They're not gonna win a championship. They're gonna lose in the first or second rounds because like they're not a complete team. They don't play defense. DeAndre Ayton
They're
has
just not a fun
regressed
team to
back into
watch.
DeAndre. Yeah, like they're and they like it's just I don't care about the Lakers. Like I know they're not going to be good, so who cares? That's how I feel about
And
them.
they employ DeAndre Ayton. Y'all know how I feel about this nigga.
And keep it a beam. Trading LeBron would give you some good PR. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like people have been mad at first, but like once they got Luca, if they traded LeBron, like the team would probably look a little bit better. I like LeBron. I still think he's obviously still good, but it's just not the fit's not working. So
And I
yeah,
don't care. You know,
yeah.
crazy. Glad we could get that one out the way. That shit sucked. They
But Greg,
suck.
I think it's time for some picks though, Greg.
You know what I didn't do? My bad, y'all.
What didn't you
Donations. Donations.
do? Oh.
Donations.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Yeah. The only pod that we do something different every day. Changing up the format. But let's go ahead and get to the picks. It's about that time, man. We only have 2 games, bro. Winner goes to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Damn. Starting first off with the NFC, the Rams versus the Seahawks. Jax, who do you have appearing in the Super Bowl?
I got the Rams. I think the Rams are going to do it. It's going to be Seahawks defense is crazy though, but I think the Rams. I think the Rams are going to do it.
I have the Seahawks. I have the Seahawks. It's probably the best. This probably the best special teams in football, bro. I don't think people talk about Rashid Shaheed enough. That motherfucker.
I mean, do you believe in Sam Darnold though?
Kinda. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I do. Now, who's supposed to win? Who's supposed to come out? Matt Stafford and the boys. I think that is the more talented. That is the most talented roster. It's just something about division games. It don't normally go the way I think it go. It's just the fact that I thought the 49ers were going to find a way to win. The Seahawks had a quarterback that didn't throw all week, and them niggas got clobbered 41-6. It's just when you play in a division game, I just throw all logic and history out the window. It's just okay. Let me just focus on this nigga right here. So I had the Seahawks. I do have the Seahawks. But for the AFC, this was a little bit more tricky for me. Broncos versus Patriots. Jax, who do you have?
Broncos versus Patriots. I have the Patriots. Unfortunately, I think their Mickey Mouse schedule ends up working for them, bro. I think the Patriots are going to be in the Super Bowl.
In my perfect scenario, I have the Patriots winning this, going to the Super Bowl, and losing to the Seahawks, with the Seahawks running it on the 1 yard to redeem themselves. That in my mind, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. They run it 4 straight times with Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet.
They signed Marshawn Lynch for just one more carry.
They have that nigga in attendance just so they can get it off, just so they can just redeem themselves. Slay that dragon that's been covered all over them. That's wishful thinking, and that's just me applying cinema. No, in actuality, I do have Drake May and them boys winning and going to the Super Bowl. Hopefully, I mean, people talk about, this is like a Super Bowl rematch. I mean, technically, any of these teams would be a Super Bowl rematch. The Seahawks played the Broncos too. Like, all I know is it's going to be a new champion, and I know that the Eagles.
Even if it is a Super Bowl rematch, ooh, nigga, so like, who cares? It's a Super Bowl, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Come on, bro. Like, stop it, bro. Like, but I mean, the Broncos is a nice story. Jared Stidham, that's a nice story if he's able to.
Imagine he go crazy. What are they gonna do with Bo Nix next season?
Imagine they throw for 500 yards. I feel like they'll treat him just like Tim Tebow and trade that nigga.
Trade who? Which one?
Stidham. They'll trade Stidham high
and keep Bo Nix.
Hell yeah. They'll trade Stidham high, and he'll have like his Brock Osweiler moment where a team like the Texans pay him like $70 million, and he'll just go back to normal.
That nigga Brock really got $70 million off the nigga. That's so crazy. That's still crazy. I forgot about
$70 million during a recession. That was like 2009, right?
That was $70 million back when like $70 million was real money in the NFL back then. $70
million. Kobe wasn't even making $70 million. That was crazy.
That's insane, bro. Good job to Brock Osweiler's agent.
God damn.
Crazy.
Hey, niggas like Brock Osweiler paid. Yo, Brock Osweiler walked so that Kirk Cousins could.
And goddamn, Kirk Cousins been sprinting. I think Kirk Cousins got like. Has he made $300 million in the NFL? He's made something. He had stupid. To be.
He Usain Bolt numbers, nigga.
Let me look this up before we go to the hot take. Let me see, because I know he made some stupid money he shouldn't have. Not money he shouldn't have, but like
I get what you mean.
Like relative to his talent.
Not for real.
Yeah, he's made $321 million in the NFL. Damn. He was like what, the 3rd or 4th round pick, signed to be a backup to RG3, and made that much.
Then got franchise tag twice.
Mm-hmm. It's really that franchise tag.
Yeah, because you can get top dollar each year.
Mm-hmm. What was RG3's career? Let me see that.
Shout out to him, bro.
RG3 only made $33 million through his career. Evil world.
Damn, it's hard for me to feel bad, bro. I know what kind of content that nigga make. I'm glad he's chilling. Well, actually, I don't know if he's chilling. I have that nigga blocked, but at first I was about to say, I'm glad he chilled out and don't make that weird ass interracial content no more. And I'm like, wait, I blocked him. I wouldn't even know. That's on me.
I think it is smart.
Put it in my own hands. I made the choice. It's hot takes of the week, baby. All right, Jax. What is your hot take of the week?
All right. I've been saving this because really I forgot to say last week, but now is the time. The 49ers, I don't know if you guys don't know, there's been this big conspiracy theory around why the 49ers get injured all the time, because they're it's been like the past decade, maybe longer, they've been one of the most perpetually just injured teams in the NFL. And it'd be catastrophic injuries too, or it'd be torn ACL, torn Achilles, broken this, strained that, whatever. And the conspiracy theory has appeared that because there's a power substation next to the 49ers practice field, that's doing something to like, it's an electrical substation. It's been doing something to like the ligaments of the players and blah, blah, blah. And some people have been saying it's real, been saying it's fake, it's a rumor, whatever. my hot take is that no matter what, even real or not, the 49ers are going to have to either move their practice stadium or buy out that substation and turn that into like a fucking dump or something. Because players are going to start being like, hey, I can't sign with the 49ers because I play for them. I'm going to tear my ACL. Players are going to start thinking that. I know in a I think it was Kendrick Bourne, one of their receivers. He was actually asked about it during one press conference. I know the GM, John Lynch, he's been asked about it. And I think he said he's looking into it as well. Like, they need to do something about this because it's going to start affecting their ability to get free agents.
I still stand by the fact that the amount of injuries that happen to the 49ers are still because they have too many Caucasian skill positions.
They only got two.
Too many.
Fair. You're right.
Too many. Having a white running back that's elite, that's already a strike one. Having a white edge rusher, two.
You can be a white edge. You can be a white edge rusher. Stop it. You can be a white edge rusher.
Is it encouraged? No. You can though.
You can't be. They got a white wide receiver though. A white number one wide receiver. You can't do that.
White number one wide receiver.
You can't do that unless.
Didn't a nigga get shot in the chest? Was that the nigga that got shot in the chest?
Yes. And you also can't have a wide receiver one who's getting shot. Like, no, I'm not gonna think you're gonna be good. You got shot, nigga, and he hasn't been good.
Getting shot as a white man in general, being a white receiver one, that's not in the Bible, bro. I've never read that in the Bible. That's not a Bible verse.
All the slander, like, granted, Keon Coleman was a higher draft pick than Ricky Pearsall, but all that slander Keon's getting can also go to Ricky Pearsall because he's not good either.
But he got
shot. We just give him grace because he got shot.
Yeah. We give that grace to niggas that got shot, nigga. Not the nigga that love cookies, bro. Oh, bro, one loves cookie, one was out here getting shot. One is 50 Cent, one loves cookies, bro. They're not the same. But I get it. Yeah. Even if there isn't a correlation, I think you just gotta nip certain things in the bud just to begin with. Like, you just gotta, there's certain things you just gotta take care of because it's hurting the overall bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to figure it out. Even if there's nothing, even if it's like, oh, this is conspiracy. Well, shut the conspiracy down, nigga.
Because like some people have been saying like, oh, this is fake, it's not real, and blah blah blah. But like, players don't know that. Hell, I don't know that. It's a lot of sciencey shit going on that niggas don't know about. So people gonna start believing it. Because like me, I believe it because the Niners are been hurt every fucking year, and it'd be crazy injuries.
Well, whole time is Big Tuna. Whole time is Joey Badass. Whole time we just got so whole time the dynasty starts after that nigga gets traded, bro. And didn't they bring his brother in?
Nah, his brother on the Bills.
Oh, his brother's on the Bills. I thought they brought his brother in for the 49ers. I was like, you brought both of them niggas in? Was it crazy?
Both of them would have been too much. Actually, shoot, both of them would have got hurt. All they do is get hurt. Both brothers are good. They just always injured all the time.
I mean, I don't know anybody on the 49ers that stay healthy, nigga. Who's healthy? Who be healthy consistently? The quarterback don't even be healthy.
Man, Brock Purdy be hurt too.
It's not even just Brock Purdy. Any nigga that's played the quarterback, any nigga that's played the quarterback position for the 49ers this past 10 years have gotten hurt in some way. We've seen a backup every year with the 49ers. We've seen what a nigga backup is every year. Whether it been Trey Lance, whether it been Jimmy Garoppolo, whether it been Mac Jones,
Brock Purdy was the back.
Brock Purdy was that nigga. They got a curse. I don't know what their little B curse is. Maybe this is the fucking curse.
Who knows? Go back to Alex Smith and Kaepernick. Kaepernick started because Alex Smith got hurt.
Bro, they've been getting hurt for years.
And then Kaepernick got hurt. And then that whole thing, like...
And then he got blackballed. Damn.
This is really somebody put a curse on the 49ers because they didn't stand by Kaepernick enough. That really must be what happened.
It gotta be. Because I remember they had Randy Moss on that squad for the Super Bowl. It still wasn't enough. I remember that.
Granted, that was all Randy Moss. I was still sick. I wanted them to win because I wanted Randy Moss to get that ring. And I like Cap too. Even worse.
Life. Pablo Torre. You know what to do. You know what to do, my nigga. Go find out that information.
He probably working on some shit right now.
That nigga probably got bigger fish to fry. Nigga probably at the embassy. Now let me look at my book of hot takes. Cause I just be spewing shit on here. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure I got the right ones. Yeah. I think it's time to talk about this. I'm gonna keep it football. My hot take is that I was waiting for one of these niggas to win the Super Bowl, but I'm already here. I'm already here. I truly do believe that the 2018 draft class had the best quarterbacks. I think the best quarterback draft. Well, I'll say for the 2010s. I don't want to say of all time, but for the 2010s, I believe the 2018 draft class had the best. I know their competition is probably 2012 because that had Andrew Luck, RG3, and some niggas. But if you go back and really like dissect that draft class, Andrew Luck kind of hard carry. RG3, could have made some noise. I think was Russell Wilson in that one too. Maybe yes, Russell Wilson was in that one.
Kirk Cousins in that one as well.
Kirk Cousins was in that one as well. So the fact that Russell Wilson has a Super Bowl, I'm like, okay, I can see why y'all got it. And honestly, had Cam Newton just waited one more year, that would have been one hell of a draft class. Because that nigga came out in 2011. But as far as the 2010s, when we talk about the 2018 draft class, you have Lamar Jackson as a two-time MVP. You have Josh Allen that has an MVP. And you also have Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. Now, I understand that niggas is going to be like, what the fuck? Who the fuck cares about Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield? I would also like to oppose that same question and say, at this point, who the fuck cares about RG3 past his fourth year in the league? I think if Sam Darnold finds a way to even get to the Super Bowl, I think the 2018 class, I won't say clears, but I think they were more successful. I think it was the better draft class. I think with Sam Darnold, at least Sam Darnold is the only quarterback since Tom Brady to have back-to-back 14-win seasons. And that nigga did it with two different teams. The first time he did it last year, I wanted to blame Kevin O'Connell. This nigga went to the Seahawks, did the same exact thing. Now, does he have his flaws? Yes. Do I trust him? No. But results are results. And I'm not saying that this is the correct take, but this is the take that I'm going to fall on because I think those quarterbacks are more talented overall than 2012. I think 2016 had a good run too. I think 2016 had Dak, Carson Wentz, and Jared Goff.
Yeah.
So that's a good. Yeah, Jacoby was in there too, and I respect the hell out of Jacoby. But if you got 2016, 12, maybe 11. I forgot who was with Cam.
I'm looking at this class. 11 actually surprised me good because Cam was the only good first rounder, but 2011 was Cam Newton, Andy Dalton, Colin Kaepernick, and Tyrod Taylor. So
that's a solid.
That's solid. Granted, they wasn't all like top 10 and everything, but still.
And I know 17.
I feel like you're probably right for 2010s. 17, really only 17. It had Trubisky,
and Mahomes.
Who was the first quarterback taken, which is hilarious. But it had Trubisky, Mahomes,
and Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. So
yes.
They also had Nathan Peterman, so that takes them down.
Oh, I forgot about Nathan Peterman. But yeah.
See, to make sure you remember Nathan Peterman.
Yeah, and low key, I kind of forgot that Jalen Hurts was not a part of the 2010s. I don't know why I thought he was in the 2019 draft class. For the life of me, I did not know he was a part of the 2020s. But that's where I'm going. I think 2012 has been revered as like a generational draft class. Oh, well, honestly, 2011 as a draft class.
2011 as a draft class is probably the best draft class.
That's a crazy.
Like everybody in the first round is like a Hall of Famer. Damn,
like it's fucking nuts. But if we're going strictly quarterbacks, that's where I'm going. I think people have to start putting some respect on Sam Darnold's name, just a tad. I'm not saying that you have to trust this nigga with your life, but we don't talk about a back-to-back 14-win season If that was any other quarterback that we gave a fuck about, we would talk about it a lot more. And doing it with two different franchises in back to back years.
Now,
Um,
I know you said 2010s, but just a question: would you take that draft class or the 2020 draft class, which is Joe Burrow, Tua, Justin Herbert, Jordan Love, and Jalen Hurts?
that's a trick question. Oh, you asked me. Oh, you seriously asked me that?
Yeah, who would you take?
18, nigga. Half them
Okay.
niggas can't even stay on the field. You got niggas.
I
You got a
mean,
nigga that throw up gang signs. You got a nigga that can't stay
don't do
healthy.
that because when Tua was good, he was good. That's what I'm talking about. Like when
Okay,
Tua was good, he
yeah, but
was.
I'm thinking like, oh, okay, like yeah, like I understand. Was you said Trevor Lawrence was in that one too, or was that
No,
21? Trevor Lawrence
Trevor
was
Lawrence
21.
was 21, but yeah, this 2020, which is Burrow, Tua, Herbert, Jordan Love, and Jalen Hurts. That's not a bad class, especially when you compare
That's not a
like the
bad. That's not a bad.
2018 the 2018 hits were Josh Allen, like the mega super hits were Josh Allen and Lamar, but Baker, Sam Darnold, like
Those are
Tua and
those are two
yeah, like
top 15. Yeah, I think two. I'll say this: Baker
Tua,
is
Herbert, Love, Hurts. Those are still like they might not be all the way better than them, but they're still very comparable as a whole. So
yeah, yeah, because I consider Baker Mayfield and like Sam Darnold. I feel like those are like quarterbacks that are top 15 that have top 10 moments. Yeah, I just think we haven't seen the peak of the 2020 class yet.
fair
They should
enough.
be
Well,
approaching
we
their
might
peak
have seen the
very
peak
soon,
of.
though.
I think we've seen the peak of Tua and maybe also the peak of Jalen Hurts, but I
Yeah,
think everybody else will still get better a little bit.
yeah, and let Justin Herbert lose another playoff game. They'll end up having more discussions about that nigga, bro. But yeah, I think I honestly I don't even think. Well, let me stop because I know class of 2021 was dog shit or not dog. Wait, was it 2021? What was it?
2021,
Was it
Trevor
20? It was
Lawrence was only good.
what was it?
2021 was Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson.
Was that Justin Fields in that one too?
Yeah, Just Fields was in 21.
Yeah,
Mac
that
Jones,
was yeah
Davis Mills,
that was a bad one. I don't even know who was in 22 like that for real. Was
Kenny
that was
Pickett.
Oh wait, 22 wasn't that
22 was Kenny Pickett and Malik Willis,
oh hell yo
and
yeah.
and Desmond Ritter.
Oh, that was bad. 23 is when you got the CJ Stroud and Bryce Young, right? Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I think when it's all said and done, 22 will probably be the worst. But if we get to the 2020s, there's a good chance the 2020 draft class doesn't make top 3. Like top 3 in that decade. I don't it might not.
I don't agree with that.
Depending on what depending on what 2023 looks like and what 2024 looks like, and then the rest of what you got 5 more years, 6 more years left. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
we got like 4 or 5 more years or 4 or 5 more draft classes yet. They might not make it top 3. Well, I mean, Jalen Hurts getting the Super Bowl already puts them in some capacity.
and then
They'll
like I
be
said, when Tua was good, he was great. In
yeah
23, it only has Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, and Anthony Richardson, but we don't know if Anthony Richardson is ever gonna get it right. So I think that's
yeah
what takes 23 off of me. 24, the top 3 look good, but
yeah.
Michael Penix, J.J. McCarthy, Bo Nix might not really be like that. And then
I mean,
I
honestly,
don't
it
think
doesn't really
Cam
matter.
Ward.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters
I don't think any other
with Bo
quarterback
Nix if
is.
that team ends up being good though. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I might. Yeah, yeah, they still might be able to make top 3. We'll see.
Yeah,
We will definitely. See. But that's my hot take for the 2018 draft class. That is it. Jax, any last words?
normally I'd say go outside, touch some grass, but it's apparently gonna be a blizzard everywhere outside. So you might before it freezes all the way, maybe you go outside, grab like a blade of grass, and just keep it in your house or something. It's gonna be cold as hell. It's
What's the
gonna be cold
temperature?
as hell.
What's the temperature outside for you?
Right now, for me, it's not freezing yet, but it's been dropping this entire time we've been talking. Right now, it's 41 degrees, but it feels like 33, and it's finna start raining. And by the end of tonight, it's going to be this ad goes away. By the end of tonight, it's going to be officially freezing.
Officially freezing. Well, it started out. Hey, we are getting warmer. We are at 12 degrees right now. Feels like 5. So we're finally in double digits now. We're finally in double digits. Tonight we dropped to 2.
What did you just say?
I said tonight we dropped to 2.
To what?
2 degrees. Fahrenheit.
2 degrees.
What is
Fahrenheit.
that? Yes, Fahrenheit. And I'm pretty sure it'll probably feel like some kind of negative temperature, and it will be snowing 13
What,
inches
like-
in Sunday.
I don't even know what to say for. I don't even know what to say for you. Like, next it dropped to 2. Like, it dropped 2. I'm like, you finished the sentence. No, it dropped to 2. What?
No,
What do you mean?
I did drop.
2 what?
I did
Finish the
finish.
sentence.
Oh, this sucks. It sucks. I'm starting to see negative temperatures later this week. -4, -3. It's colder outside than it is my freezer.
I don't even know what to say. I'll pray for you. That's all. It doesn't make negative temperatures don't even make sense to me. Like, what do you mean it's negative?
Yeah, we have. One thing I learned is that if it gets cold enough, trees explode. They implode.
What?
Yeah. If it gets cold enough, trees explode, like they implode.
No, like no.
They just,
No.
they just fall over. You just hear this.
No.
I was like, damn. You think it's gunshots? It's a tree falling. So, food for thought. Y'all stay warm. All right? Y'all stay warm. That being said, this city is so much more prepared for this storm than Houston will ever be. If you are in Houston, stay the fuck inside, nigga.
If you're
Stay
anywhere in the
fuck
South, don't do anything.
bro. Do not drive. Don't do shit. Be snowed in. If you have a significant other, practice safe sex unless you are ready for a child, because y'all gonna be in for a few days. All right. I know how the city get. Y'all finna shut down. Y'all ain't got shit going on Monday. I think they probably closing shit Monday, huh?
Probably shit.
Absolutely.
Probably.
As they should. As they fucking. You saw that they had that nigga's name. They had Ted Cruz. They saw Ted Cruz on the flight. That's how I knew it was gonna be bad. Hey, that's when I know shit finna get spooky. When that nigga leave.
Ted Cruz makes me so upset.
I know the grocery store going crazy right now. I'm already knowing.
I went to the grocery store yesterday just because I just needed groceries because I just had them to rent. I ran out of water, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go pick up a case of water because like I just finished my water like normal or whatever. So I went to go to this grocery store. Everything niggas acting like it's a fucking apocalypse. There was no water nowhere. I seen a nigga with he got 4 gallons of milk in his car. I'm like, nigga, it's going to be 3 days. What the fuck do you need that much milk for?
And so, yo, I'm trying to tell you, mad toilet paper be gone.
I don't
like,
know toilet paper. You know, I'm like, nigga, what are we doing right now?
Like, whoa, what?
You gonna shit that much? Like in 3 days? That much? What are we doing?
Like, damn, you got the family pack? Ah, hell no. I don't. And first of all, I don't want to be at your house. I don't want to be at nobody's house that got an exuberant amount of toilet paper. You can't be. It can't smell good in that house. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Not even baby wipes. Just straight toilet paper.
This is I don't know. Every time some type of weather, something goes crazy. Everybody acts stupid, bro. And people was in the gas stations or whatever too, like long lines. I'm like, you're not going anywhere. Why are you filling up your tank? You're not going anywhere. This just don't make. People are weird. People are stupid. It don't make sense to me.
I will say they do say that it is cheaper to fill your gas up during cooler temperatures. I did.
It's going to be cold later too. Like it's not. It's going to be like in the It's going to be in the 30s and all that. It's going to be freezing this weekend, but it's still going to be cold on Wednesday. It's still going to be cold weather. You can fill up then. It might not be freezing, but it'll still be cold. You can do all that.
All this and watch no snow come. All this, watch there not be no ice or no snow.
I think it's going to be ice.
Yeah, it'll probably be
No,
ice.
it's going to be ice because it's been raining. So it's been raining. It's going to freeze tonight. So it's going to be ice on the street, but it's just not right now.
Yeah. Y'all take care of yourselves. Y'all be safe. We'll always keep it consistent. We'll catch y'all niggas tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. Catch y'all niggas next week.